There we go. Good morning, kindergarten, or hello, kindergarten, whenever you are watching this. This is part 2 for your math today. Part 1 was the pre-assessment. Part 2 right now is your lesson. Before we dive into, well, I guess this is part of the lesson. In your packets for this week, you'll probably see these right after the pre-assessment. There are 2 posters that have very important information on there, and with permission of your grown-up, you can put these on the fridge. Maybe you could tape them on the wall in the area where you are doing your work, and then you can refer to them. You can look at them for help when you are doing your lessons. Okay, so the first one, or one of them, is our digital clocks. So digital clocks show the numbers. Okay, the hours are going to be on the left side of these 2 dots that are called the colon. Okay, and the minutes, how many minutes past the hour, are going to show on this side, the colon. Okay, so these are digital clocks. Okay, so where could you see digital clocks? Well, sometimes alarm clocks, especially alarm clocks for kids, are going to be digital clocks. If I look at my phone, oh, I'm trying to get rid of all the notifications. I look at my phone, right there on top, shows the digital time. I'm going to put this there on my wall. Okay, the other poster in there is your analog clock. Your analog clock is going to be most commonly your circle with your hands and your numbers. Okay, so the minute hand is your tall hand. It's going to definitely move faster around the circle of the hours, and wherever it is, that's going to be how many minutes into the particular hour you happen to be. Okay, the hour hand is the smaller hand. That's going to move much slower. The minute hand is going to move all the way around one time, while the hour hand is only going to move from one number to the next. Okay, so the hour hand is going to move much, much slower than the minute hand. Okay, so having these up will help you have something to refer to. Okay, also when you're counting the hours, what you see is what you count. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, all the way through. The minute hand, though, we're skip counting by 5s. Okay, with the exception of the 12, that is 0. That's on the hour. 0 minutes have passed for that particular hour. But then we say 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, but we don't go to 0. As soon as the 59th minute is finished, it's back to 0. We're in a new hour. Okay, I'm putting these here on my wall. These are where my math posters are because first grade has one too. So there are my math posters taped up on the wall in my school work area. All right, and then you're going to need your practice page with today's date on it. All right, we're going to really dive into and look at what clocks look like. Okay, all right, so first up we have our digital clock. Okay, and for this page, so we can remember what it looks like, we're going to write the numbers for the hours on our clock. Okay, now we are not starting with 1. I know. That's so confusing. We always start counting with 1. Time and writing the hours on the clock is the exception to that rule. Okay, so you need to find the top circle in your digital clock. You're going to write a 12 in that circle. Okay, 12 o'clock noon, 12 o'clock midnight. Okay, now we're going to go this way. We're going to go to the right, or sometimes what is called clockwise. Okay, that means you're going to the right. Counterclockwise would mean you're going to the left. Okay, so now in this circle, we're going to write a 1. Okay, in this circle, we're going to write a 2. Okay, now before we get too much farther, I want you to find the circle that is straight at the bottom, right here. Okay, in this circle, we're going to write a 6. Okay, if you get down here and there's not a 6, then you need to look back over here and fix it. This is like our checkpoint. Okay, so now in this circle, we're going to write a 3. Okay, down one more, we're going to write a 4. And right here, we're going to write 5. Oh, good. We made it to 6. Good job. Okay, now we're going to go up. 7 is next. Up one more. 8. Big capital S. And then close it. This one we're writing 9. 10. 11. Okay. And there you just did an analog clock. Okay. All right. Now we're going to turn the page. Okay. This one is pretty easy. So I'll give you the directions and then let you go. Okay. You're going to trace your watch. Okay. Trace your watch all the way. All those dashed lines as neatly as you can go. Okay. All right. And then you're going to color your hour hand red and your minute hand blue. Okay. I'm going to try and reach my blue, my red crayon. So while you're tracing that watch, going nice and neat. Okay. And do you remember which one I said was the hour hand? Hour hand is going to get colored red. And your minute hand will be colored blue. Okay. Your hour hand is the small one. So this one's going to get colored red. Okay. And then your minute hand is the taller one. That one's going to get colored blue. Okay. All right. If you haven't finished tracing yet, go ahead and finish tracing. So here you have traced and made an example of another analog clock. And then starting tomorrow, we're going to go really into detail about how we would show time by the hour, what it would look like on each type of clock, and how we would write it in words, because there are lots of different ways you can write what time it is. Okay, all right, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then every time you see a clock, every time you see a clock, you will be able to tell what time it is. Okay? So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys later.